whole month of November, we here at Joyful Gathering Spiritual Center will be rocking. We're going to be rocking with the deepening into the relationship with the divine. So this whole month is going to be about God rocks and how God rocks in us, in each, and just like the song, God is in each and every one of you. No one left out. I'm sure most of us have either read the book or seen the movie of The Secret, and that was like the tipping point, really, that brought new thought and some of our, like the law of attraction, into our consciousness on a mass level. Like a lot of people who are not into new thought kind of resonated with this movie and this book, and so it got their interest a little bit. So it was really important for that. But the idea of the law of attraction, which is an immutable law, is perfect, except it's not all there is. It's not all there is, okay? So there needs to be just a little bit more balance, and that's what we're going to get into today. And don't get me wrong, love this stuff. No, it works. Law of attraction absolutely works. It produces experiences of what we desire when we use the law correctly. And when we use it incorrectly, we also get it because it says yes. It always says yes, okay? So just do a mind check every once in a while as to what you're thinking. But that's not all there is. There's something more. And the great singer from the 1950s, Peggy Lee, sang a song. Is that all there is? Is that all there is? At the pinnacle of her career. Is that all there is? You know, great song, except for the drinking part. For the recovery, I was going to play the song until I actually listened to it, and I thought, no. The dancing part was great, shit. The rest of it, I couldn't, you know. But the point is, we reach a pinnacle. We manifest what we desire in life, right? And we get it, and we're there, and we say, oh, is that all there is? You know? Is that all there is? Because we've been working on just the outside. We've been working on just the outside. So my search to be a person of service, which is kind of my intention. We spoke about intention. Yeah, intention that got my attention, absolutely got it, in this world led me to found the spiritual center. And because you get to a point, and I did a lot of inner work. See, it wasn't just the outside stuff. And you know, as many of you know, it was not a specific intention of mine to, oh, I'm going to one day start a spiritual center. It's the last thing I thought I was going to do. You know, I was just into my teaching. I love teaching the classes, so put all my focus into that. And, you know, and I teach like 3 classes a week, which is a lot, and I love it. But you could say, well, is that all there is? No, why not when you're in the flow, not when you're in God's flow, because there's so much more. Look at this. We just started this spiritual center, and we have our year's anniversary coming up. I mean, we really started in April, but we're making it November. And so a year, right? And is that all there is? No, we're just starting to scratch the surface. This is just an inkling of what's to come, because this is not all there is. We're in alignment with a source that never stops expanding. And if we're in alignment with a source that never stops expanding, guess what's inside of us? The essence of God. And that essence of God is expanding through each and every one of us. So if we ever find ourselves in that position of, is this all there is? Then we are not doing the inner work. Because if we are doing the inner work, we know that there is limitless potential for more good to occur in our lives. And this is what we really want to get in touch with, that indwelling essence, that God self. And Ernest Holmes, actually, yeah, we'll quote Ernest Holmes. I was going to say something about Michael Beckwith, because the song Friday Night, he was so good. He was so good. I know you saw Reverend Sheila's. Oh, so good. So clear at the Mind, Body, Spirit Expo And, you know, he talked about being in the realm of the ever-expanding breath of life. It's ever-expanding. And he also talked, and the thing that really stayed with me, and I've been repeating it to Bob over and over again since Friday, so he's heard it like 20 times, is that if you are exactly how you were thinking 365 days ago, you've spiraled kind of downward. You went backward in your thinking because you should be ahead. We should always, when we're in alignment with this ever-present source of all good, we are expanding. We should be expanding and connecting even further. There's so much for us to expand into when we connect with this limitless source of all good. There's so much. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. I always like to say a money-back guarantee. All classes, a money-back guarantee. Any class that you take, if you don't expand a little bit, money-back guarantee. True, true. Giving you money back. Ernest Holmes, in Science of Mind, writes, we should think of God not only as principle, forever pushing forward into expression, but as infinite person. In other words, if we merely think of God as a mathematical law of cause and effect, we shall lose all color and warmth. We should be very careful in abstracting the principle, not to forget the essence. Let us not forget that there is inherent necessity for color and warmth. The universe is more than a firm, unyielding, steadfast law of cause and effect. It's so much more. This is a principle. This is something that we use. But I love when he gets into the color and warmth, because he's saying it's not a cold, unyielding force of good. This energetic vibration of the love of God it's so much more. And so this is what we're going to focus on for the whole month of November and for this last week in October. And so I'm going to ask you, each and every one of you, are you ready this month? Are you ready to ground yourself into something more, which is constant, non-changing, solid, everlasting foundation of truth that really rocks? Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Because we started out, I think that all of you got a rock when you came in, and you put a gratitude word on that rock. We're going to be doing that for the entire month of November, right up till Thanksgiving. And at the offertory part of our service today, I'm going to have each one of you come forward quickly, like not too long, but reverently place your God rock of spiritual gratitude on our altar. And every week we'll put it back on there, and you can add one if you like each week, or new people that as they come in, because not everyone's here, we'll put it on, and then on Thanksgiving we'll have a little thing. But it's God rocks, and so it's part of just having this solid foundation of connection and being in gratitude. So that's something that is going to tie in with all of the talks for the entire month. And so I want to set the tone for this month by sharing with you a message from the essence of God, from that place where there is that color and warmth that Holmes always speaks about, from that place that is personal. And this is called an intimate message from God to you. And what this is a compilation. You have it in your bulletins, but you don't have to look, because I know everyone's going to open their bulletins. It's all Bible passages, and they have the references next to them. But what I would like to do is I would like to read it to you as if God were actually having this conversation with you. So I would have you just, if you're comfortable, just close your eyes, and I'm going to read to you. God speaking from the Bible to you. You may not know me, but I know everything about you. Even the very hairs on your head are numbered. For you were made in my image. In me you live, move, and have your being. I knew you before you were conceived. I chose you when I planned creation. You were not a mistake, for all your days are written in my book. I knit you together in your mother's womb and brought you forth on the day you were born. I have been misrepresented by those who don't know me. I am not distant and angry, but am the complete expression of love. It is my desire to lavish my love on you simply because you are my child and I am your father. Every good gift that you receive comes from my hand. I am your provider and I meet all of your needs. My plan for your future has always been filled with hope because I love you with an everlasting love. My thoughts towards you are countless as the sand on the seashore, and I rejoice over you with singing. I will never stop doing good to you, for you are my treasure. I desire to establish you with all my heart and all my soul. And I want to show you great and marvelous things. If you seek me with all your heart, you will find me. Delight in me, and I will give you the desires of your heart. For it is I who gave you those desires. I am able to do more for you than you could possibly imagine. I am your greatest encourager. When you are heartbroken, I am close to you. As a shepherd carries a lamb, I carry you close to my heart. And these are just some of the quotes from the Bible. This is what I mean when I say that God rocks. Because God does rock. This is you use father, we can use that male term, I usually call it because it is genderless. And actually God does not have an agenda, but it's genderless, but it's the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Always, always, always. So whoever likes these sayings and follows them, I will liken him to a wise man who built his house on rock. Built his house on rock. And the rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat down the house, and it did not fall, for it was founded on the rock. It was founded on the rock. So these are all biblical terms, and now we're going to look at like kind of the translation of it in Science of Mind. And we can take that first core concept. We have in the Foundations of Science of Mind class, we have 10 core concepts. The first core concept is all about there is one power, one presence, one life, one creative energy, one essence, one source, and that one is God. There are not two. There is not God and. There is only one. And the attributes and qualities of that one life are peace, joy, power, abundance, protection, unconditional love, infinite possibilities, limitless potential, abundance, right action. These are some of the qualities of that word good that we use. And remember that good is synonymous with the word God. It means the same thing. And so this is what we have been created out of. And this is our first core concept on which the other 9 are built. It is a foundation of rock. It is a rock foundation, solid in principle, solid. And it's like the house that stood strong. Nothing could blow it over. Well, when our faith is really deep and strong, really founded on the rock, what can shake that rock? Is our faith deep enough that no matter what the circumstance, we can always know there is a power for good that is always in operation, that is the essence of who we truly are? Can we know that fully? Because if we can, then our belief is founded, grounded on that rock of truth. And that, my friends, is what we're going to be discussing for all of November.